Bayede, thokozani bantwana bethongo. I hope you are well wherever it is that you are. You are seeing me with a book here and a picture, a drawing. And if you can see there, it's a circle and then there's a square. I know it looks like more like a rectangle, but it's a four-sided figure. So it's a circle, four-sided figure, there's a dot inside, and then there's a cross inside. And we wanted to introduce this I don't know what to call it, but essentially what we have is a circle and a square. A circle and a square. So we want to use, because they normally say that the mind sees through pictures. The mind sees through pictures. So we are drawing this picture because we are trying to speak to your mind. We are trying to speak to a certain part of your mind. And that part of the mind is what we would call the subconscious mind, and as students of esoteric culture, the subconscious mind is also the beginning of the so-called spiritual world. We interact with the spiritual world from that subconscious space or realm of our beingness. So in here we are bringing this picture to your mind as a point of meditation or as a point of remembrance or as a talisman or an iconograph of some sort, that is speaking to a fundamental principle, and especially with us being here in this plane of consciousness called Umhlaba, the earth. So this iconograph, this talisman, this picture that we are bringing, this programming that we are showing you right now, is speaking on an element that is touching on the reality or the realization, or at least the understanding of what is meant when they're saying we are living in a time-space reality. Angithi sinokuyizwa leyo nto leyo ukuthi bathi reality is based on time and space, that the reality that we are experiencing out here in this world is based on time and on space. These two fundamental concepts, and they are deep in their in how you break them down, but we're not going to go in there. But we are putting this picture to you to say, as a point of remembrance, as a point of meditation, as a point of understanding, it is to always remember that in this place that we are in, we are living in a reality that is based on time, that is also based on space. So now, time and space, this is what this picture is speaking, where the circle is speaking to the issue of time. It is speaking to the circular motion of time. It is speaking to rotation of time. It is speaking to cycles. It is speaking to processes. It is speaking to alignment. Nazonke lezo zinto lezo. And then when we get to the square part, that is speaking to now, or it is a symbol of space or earth. And it is surprising, not surprising at least, ukuthi this is represented by the square, which forms the foundation, what we call the foundation. Ukuthi the four corners are always, in numerology, the four corners always represents foundation, a solid ground that you start from, which is also symbolic of the earth. Thokozani bogogo. So now we are living in the earth, and we are governed by time. We are living in earth, and we are governed by the principles of time. And now with that understanding, it is to always remember then, Uguti, one has to always know where they are. This is what the cross in the square represents. It is understanding the cardinal points. It is understanding your direction in space. It is understanding what we know, the north, south, east, west, and the other points, but as the fundamentals, ila magumbamano umhlaba. So the cross represents you having the options of moving within these cardinal points. And then time is the one that will also now inform you, Uguti, within these cardinal place, where are you? Where are you in terms of time? Is it morning? Is it night? Is it midday? Is it winter? Is it summer? Is it autumn? What season are you in? What hour are you in? Zonke lezo zinto lezo is just now in a movement of time within space, a movement of time within space. So Tina, as beings, we are moving time within space, so we are moving with time within space. So njengoba sisho, I don't want to expand on the complexities of time and space nazonke lezo zinto, but as a basic understanding of this symbol, this picture that we are giving you right now, it is just to understand that Uguti, we are moving with time inside space. We are moving with time inside space. And the effectiveness of anybody now within space is to understand time, and for anybody to be in proper space, they will have to be aligned with their proper time, as it were. So there's that interplay of that relationship. One thing that we also want to just clarify or maybe bring forward at this time, space is also represented by length, there's the breadth, and then there's the width. So this cube or this space that is covered, it is occupied by these principles of calculation or principles of mathematics, where we are saying there's the length part, there's the breadth part, and then there's the width part. This is what now gives you a definition of matter. So putting it simply, everybody matters. Everybody matters because you are in time and you are in space, and therefore you are matter. You do matter, or you matter. In the form yokuthi you are occupying space and you are also dictated by time. When you understand the relationship between these two things, your mind will start to work differently. You will begin to reason with reality differently. You will also begin to align yourself differently in reality. So just understanding this particular symbol of that circle and the square beneath. You can draw it and always look at it, meditate upon it. I made certain notes here that the circle also represents the mind aspect of us, and then the square also represents the body aspect of us, or the earth or the physical aspect of us. So this symbol is also speaking to that element of having union or having symbiosis or having alignment between your mind and your body, between what you think and what it is that you live in, what you envision and that which you see externally. As within, so without. As above, so below. This principle is covered in this particular picture. So we're just coming and saying, it is in Kanyisele Lapo Bantwana Betonga, and just work with this element. It will begin to expand as izinto when you begin now to break down the aspects of time and the aspects of space. Bayete Bantwana Betonga. I haven't given this a name. Siyabuya. Ombethe. Dawe.